Hey everybody, it's Sid here. Now, as you probably know by now, or if not, I'll let you know, I'm a pretty old jammer. I've been playing for 11 years, and I am older than the target audience of a game, but I mean, at this point, aren't we all when it comes to HA Classic? I'm going to be sharing with you some warning signs that you might also fall into the category of old jammer. You know you're an old jammer when your Jammergrams inbox is literally an archive that should probably be in an Animal Jam museum. You know you're an old jammer when your buddy list is full, with 90% of the buddies having quit at least 5 years ago. Let's look at this one. Over 30 days, boom. You know you're an old jammer when you remember when River Race was was actually playable instead of only being playable in the diamond shop. You know you're an old jammer when you remember getting a phantom in the cotton candy game was seen as a status symbol in Jamal because almost nobody knew about it from any blogs or anything. It was only told via words of mouth, and even then, some people who had phantom cotton candies wouldn't tell you how they did it, and you'd have to figure it out on your own. And on the topic of Summer Carnival, you know you're an old jammer when you remember some of the games, or even the Summer Carnival itself, literally being added. You know you're an old jammer when the only spikes you remember being in the game were the rare spikes and maybe even the second gen spikes. Animal Jam actually was pretty calm when it came to making everything a spiked color. You know you're an old jammer when you were only able to have only a little bit of animals even as a member. Recycling became the only way, and you would feel so guilty whenever you'd recycle an animal. You know you're an old jammer when you remember the old Pet Finder menu, and how it got so crowded that Animal Jam literally had to revamp the Choose a Pet menu, so it would actually be usable. You know you're an old jammer when the only way to actually access minigames all at once was when they were added to the Soul Arcade. It was also a status symbol to have all of the arcade games in your deck. Bonus points if you still actually go to the Soul Arcade to play games, and bonus points if you still go to the actual locations on the map. You know you're an old jam when you remember that when Brady's Lab wasn't a trading hub, and you go in there and you try to click the thing to watch the videos, and then they got removed, and you're really sad because you really liked watching the Brady Bar videos. This is totally not a rant. You know you're an old jammer when you still subconsciously think Kimbara Outback is a new land. You know you're an old jammer when Claws and Paws was absolutely bustling back in the day, since it was similar to the Solar Arcade where versus your one-stop shop to get all the pets. Bonus points if you still actually go around Jamal and click on the buttons. I know some people still do, but I don't really hear many people do that anymore. You know you're an old jammer when most of your pets have question mark as their adoption date. For me, I have a solid 4 or 5 rows of pets with no adoption date. I would just get my pet back here. Why am I still recording? Get back up. Boom. You know you're an old jammer when you remember Falling Phantoms being added and being very, very confused on the gameplay. I personally had to get my dad to help me because I would always get last place. You know you're an old jammer when you remember the only way to be able to play with other people is to formally invite them into a game. That's it for this video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and if you don't relate to any of them, it's fine. This is supposed to be a comedy. Um, it's it's supposed to be a more self-deprecating look into the experience of pre-2016 Animal Jam. Um, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and leave a comment if you can relate to any of these. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.